Let us start today's lecture, Embedded System DET 3102. Course outcomes. Students will be able to select the relevant microcontrollers for various industrial applications. Students will be able to use embedded C programming language to maintain the embedded systems. Students will be able to interpret the communication standards of embedded systems. Students will be able to develop basic applications of embedded systems. Students will be able to interpret features of real-time operating systems. So, we have discussed the programs of 8051 in embedded C for last few lectures. Parallelly, we have discussed the use of macrovision, Keil macrovision software package for compiling and simulating the programs. Slowly we are learning that use of that software. I will upload how to create the project video, and then we'll have the one by one simulation of the programs. Okay. So we have discussed the program to blink the port pins high and low, isn't it? So this is forever. Then we have discussed the same program, same conditions forever, but with different forever loop generation. Loop is generated with different syntax, different instruction, for instruction and while instruction. Then third program is same blink port pins is there, but 10 times we have to blink, not forever. So this is with this for loop, 10 times it executes. Then program to blink all the pins high and low sequentially, all 4 ports, all 32 pins sequentially, one by one port is blinked. So port P0 is blinked, port P1 is blinked, port P2 is blinked, port P3 is blinked. So first all ports are sent 00, then port P0 is sent 1, then port P0 and P1 is sent 1, then P0, P1 and P2 is sent 1, and all 4 P0, P1, P2, P3 are sent 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. That is FF, 0xFF. Okay. So this program we have checked. This is again for forever. Okay. Then in program 5, the same program is there. Program to blink all port pins high and low sequentially, one after another, for finite times. Finite times. It is not forever. It is for finite times. And we are considered how many times? Let us say 4, like that. And for that 4 times execution, it is this for loop. For b equal to 0, b less than 4, be incremented. So only difference in this program and previous program is this for loop and this particular b definition. B is defined here, unsigned integer, unsigned int b. In previous program only k and l are defined. Okay, only unsigned integer k and l are defined, and the forever loop is taken. But in this program, b, k, l are defined. Along with k and l, b is also defined, and b is used here in the for loop, and for loop runs or loops or executes for 4 times. So this is for 4 times. Okay. This we have discussed, which is blinking the port pins high and low. Sequentially one by one port it is making high, and after making all the 4 ports high, it will make all the 4 ports low, and again it will start to make the port 0 port P0 high, then P1, P0 and P1 high, then P0, P1 and P2 high, then P0, P1, P2, P3 high. And this will repeat only for 4 times in this program. Then program 6. What is program 6 is? Its statement is program to send values 00 to FF to port P1, 00 to FF to port P1. Okay. For this, we have to again start with what is the program? We have to send the values 00 to FF to port P1. That means we have to send value 00, 01, 02, 03, 04, 05, 06, 07, 08, 09, 0A, 0B, 0C, 0D, 0E, 0F. Then 10, 0F, then 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D, 1E, 1F. Because all these numbers are hex numbers. After 1F, there will be 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 2A, 2B, 2C, 2D, 2E, 2F. After 2F, there will be 30. In this way. Up to FF. Up to FF. 00 to FF. Okay. So on port, any port, suppose P1 port, if in this program we are considering or taking the P1 port, what we are doing? We are sending different values which varies from 00 to FF. Okay. How many are the different pins on that port P0, P1? There are 8 pins. And if you send a 00 hex on 8 pins, that means for 00 hex number, binary is 00000000. And for FF, the binary number is 11111111. So total 8 bits are there for 00 to FF. For all the number, 8 bits are there. So for 01 it is 00000001. 02 0000 0010. 03 0000 0011. Likewise. Okay. For 20, what will be the number? 20, 0010 and 0000. 30 number in bits will be 0011 and 0000. 30. So hex number we can write into binary like this. Convert into binary. So whenever the hex number is outputted on port P1, accordingly those pin will have the values. Accordingly means if 00 is outputted, all the pins will have 00000000. Means all the pins are having 0 volt. If FF is outputted, all the pins of the port are having 1111 1111. and pins will have voltage of 5 volt, 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 5 volt. All the pins are having 5 volt. Whenever we send FF, we write FF on port P1. If you send 01 hex, then what will be the data? 00000001 in the binary form. What will be there on the pins? On the pins 0 volt, 0 volt, 0 volt, 0 volt. First 4 pins 0 volts. Next 4 pins 0 volt, 0 volt, 0 volt, 5 volt. 0 volt, 0 volt, 0 volt, 5 volt. So first 7 pins will be 0 volt, but last pin will be LSB will be 5 volt because it is hex number 01H. 01, hex number is 01. Similarly for 02 on pins, if you observe the voltage will be 0000 volts, all the 4 pins, and next 4 00 5 volts and 0 volts. Second but last ची सोडून दुसरी पिन त्याला 5 व्होल्ट असेल आणि लास्टच्या पिनला 0 असेल. फॉर 02H, फॉर 03H, last 2 pins will have 5 volt and so on and so on. So this is the logic, or this is the program. If you execute the program, this will happen, and this will happen sequentially. First it will send 00, then it will send 01, then it will send 02, then 03, 04, 05, 06, 07, 08, and so on. Isn't it? So this is the program to send values 00 to FF to port P1. And what will happen if this program or this logic is executed, that we have seen. Okay. Program to send value 00 to FF to port P1. We'll write the program. Program will be started with hash include reg51H. Okay. Then void main void. First void is because the main is a function which is not returning anything. So first is a void. Okay. Returning value is void. And main is a function which is not taking any argument. No arguments are passed into. So this bracket is also having void. Okay. So void main void. There is a curly bracket of main and ending curly bracket of main. Starting curly bracket of main and ending curly bracket of main. Okay. Within that, opening curly bracket and closing curly bracket, it forms the block of commands, and this total block of command is executed by main, and main is the main function, main program. So from this curly bracket starting to ending, main is a function running. Now in this case, unsigned char z is there, unsigned char z, which is declared as variable. Z is declared as variable. Char is character type of the variable. Unsigned character z. For loop is written for z equal to 0 semicolon z less than or equal to 255 semicolon z plus plus. Z is incremented, and this for loop is not having any semicolon that means this for loop is having the next instruction as its part. So whenever the for loop executes, next instruction is automatically executed along with for loop. So there is no delimiter here. There is no delimiter. There is no semicolon after this for. So this for will accompany next instruction. Next instruction is the part of this for loop. Whatever number of times this for loop executes, those many number of times next instruction is also execute along with the for loop. This is the meaning of that. So semicolon is not there. That means next instruction or next block of the instructions. If semicolon is not there for the for loop, that means next instruction or next block of instructions is a part of for loop, and along with that for loop, the next instruction or next block of instructions will execute those many number of times as the for loop is executing. Here for loop is executing 256 times, 0 to 255. So P1 equal to Z instruction also executes for 256 times along with for loop. P1 equal to Z also executes for 250 times along with for loop. Okay. Unsigned char Z is there for Z equal to 0, semicolon, Z less than or equal to 255, semicolon, Z is incremented, and P1 equal to Z means whatever value of Z is there, that is assigned to P1. That means whatever value of Z is there, that is outputted on port P1. Now what is the value of Z? Z is having value in for loop Z equal to 0 means initialization is there 0. So whenever for loop starts at first, Z is a 0. Then it is condition is checked whether Z is less than or equal to 255. That means if Z is less than 255 or equal to 255, if this condition satisfies, the next equation is executed. At the same time, Z is incremented by 1. Z equal to Z plus 1. It is Z plus plus. Z equal to Z plus 1, it is nothing but Z plus plus, or Z plus plus is nothing but Z equal to Z plus 1. Okay. So Z equal to 0 is initialization, that is the initial value of Z. Z less than or equal to 255, it is the condition checking for the for loop. So whenever the for loop starts, it starts with Z equal to 0, and first time it will check Z whether Z is less than or equal to 255. Then Z is 0, so it is less than 255. The condition is true, so it will execute. And Z is increased. Z plus plus means what? Z plus plus means Z equal to Z plus 1. So every time the old Z is added with 1 and assigned to new Z. So Z is incremented by 1. So Z plus plus is nothing but Z is incremented by 1. Sorry. So when Z is 0, Z is less than 255, so condition is true. Z is incremented by 1, and whatever Z value 0 is there, that is outputted to P1, port 1. So what will be there on port 1? Whenever the 0 is outputted, 0 0, port 1 will be 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0, isn't it? 4 zeros and 4 zeros. Okay, or 0 0. Now z is incremented by 1, it has become 0 1. Again for loop checks the condition whether z, that is 0 1, is less than or equal to 255. Yes, it is less than 255. Condition is true. Now it is 0 1. So last bit is 1. So it is sent to or assigned to P1. When it is assigned to P1, it is written on the P1 port. P1 port is written with 0 1, and this data will be on the port P1. Okay, written on the port P1. So last pin will be high, other pins are 0. Again Z is increased to 0 2. Again condition is checked, 0 2 is less than 255. 0 2 is 1 0 in this case. Okay, 0 2 is 1 0. Okay, so second pin is high, last pin is low, and remaining pins are low. Again P1 is assigned with this Z, so Z value is 0 2, so P1 will be 0 2. Z is incremented to 3. It is outputted on the Z is itself is outputted on the port P1. Then port P1 will have values of Z on it. Port pins will be accordingly changed, either 5 volt or 0 volt. And this continues. This continues till Z equal to 255. When Z equal to 255, 255 is less than or equal to 255. So 255 is equal to 255. Condition is true. 255 is equal to 255. Condition is true. So P1 is assigned 255. Okay. 255 is 1111 1111. So all pins are high. All pins are 5 volts. All pins have 5 volts on them. And then Z is increased to 256. Now Z is 256, which is not less than 255. Z is 256, which is not equal to 255. Condition is not true. Condition is false. Condition is false. Condition fails. Then this for loop will stop executing. And P1 will not be written with 256. Okay. In this way, this program executes. What we have to do? We have to run the program on the simulator to see how P1 displays values 0 0 to FF in binary. Okay. So this is the program which is to send the values 0 0 to FF to port P1. Okay. This is the program which is for sending the values ranging from starting from 0 0 hex 0 0 H, and then gradually increases, gradually changes one by one with the increment of 1 each, and it is increasing towards FF up to FF. It increases up to FF. So values increases from 0 0 and it reaches to FF. Okay. In this way, the values will be changing, and those values are outputted on the port P1. Okay, this is the program. The next program is to send hex values. Just read this statement. Program is to send hex values on for ASCII characters. Program is to send hex values for ASCII characters of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then A, B, C and D, and to the port P1. This is to the port P1. Okay. So in hex we are having value of 0 as 0, 0 in hex. Okay, value of 0. Hex, if the 0 number is hex number, then its binary equivalent is, or its value is 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. That is 0, 0, x. If the hex value is 1, then its binary equivalent is 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. If x value is 1, then its value or binary value will be 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. For hex value 2, that means 2h, 0 to h, hex value 2, binary number is 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, sorry, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0. So I will write hex value is 0, 0, h, binary value is 4 zeros, 1, 2, 3, 4, and one more 4 zeros, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Then hex value is suppose 0, 1, h. Then binary values are 0, 0, 0, 0, and 0, 0, 0, 1. Okay. Similarly for 0, 2 we can write, if you want you can write for 0, 2, 0, 2, h. Hex value is 0, 2. Its binary is, representation is 0, 0, 0, 0, 4 zeros and 0, 0, 1, 0. For hex value 2, it is 1, 0. So these values are hex values. These are hex values, hexadecimal values. Now what is there in the problem statement or program statement? The program statement says that to send the hex values for ASCII characters. Hex values we have to send, but for what? For ASCII characters. What is ASCII characters? ASCII characters or ASCII characters. ASCII characters. What is ASCII character? You must have studied in digital technique. ASCII character. What is ASCII number? American Standard Code for Information Interchange. Isn't it? American Standard Code for Information Interchange. What is ASCII character? ASCII character is the coding of the different symbols, and those symbols will include numerals, numerical symbols, alphabetical symbols in small case, in capital case, punctuation marks, mathematical symbols, Greek letters, etc. all together. So letters and numbers here are considered as symbols, and they are encoded into ASCII, or they are coded into ASCII. That means what? The symbols are special symbols, punctuations, letters and numbers also. Number is coded as symbol. So number here, the ASCII character 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C, D. These are the characters, ASCII characters. This 0 is not a 0 hex. This 0 is a ASCII 0. It is a symbol. It is a 1. It is a symbol. It is 2. It is a symbol. And it is coded by some number. So this 0 ASCII 0 is given some code. What is the code given for this? 30H. What is the code given for this? 31H. What is the code given for this? 32H. You understood? What is the difference? 1, 0, 1, 1 and 1, 2 are hex numbers, and some other 1, other 0, other 1, other 2, they are ASCII characters. They are symbols. Hex number 0, hex number 1, hex number 2 are having their binary numbers 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0. Hex numbers will have their binary numbers. What about ASCII numbers? ASCII 0, ASCII 1 or ASCII 2, ASCII 0, ASCII 1, ASCII 2. What are these? These are symbols. These are considered as symbols. A, B, C, D. These are symbols. Suppose ASCII dollar. This is symbol. ASCII full stop. ASCII comma. ASCII semicolon. These are the symbols. ASCII numbers. ASCII symbols. So for ASCII 0, the hex number is 30H. Okay, how the ASCII 0 is coded? ASCII 0 is coded as 30H. What is 30H? Suppose I will write here again. 30H is 0, 0. We have to write 30, 30, na? 0, 0, 1, 1. It is 3 and 0 is 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So it is 30H. Okay, so this is 30H. It is 30H. 0, 0, 1, 1 and 0, 0, 0, 0. It is 30H. Similarly, 31H. 31H we can write very easily. 31H will be 0, 0, 1, 1 and 1 is 0, 0, 0, 1. 3 in the 30 is 0, 0, 1, 1 and 1 is 0, 0, 0, 1. Similarly, 32, 3, 2, 3, 2H. How to write it? 3, 2H. 0, 0, 1, 1 and 2 is 0, 0, 1, 0. 32H. So the hex 30, hex 31, hex 32 are 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1 and 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0. These are the hex 30, 31, 32. But hex 30, hex 31, hex 32 are ASCII 0, ASCII 1, ASCII 2. So what we have to output? We have to output the ASCII characters 0, ASCII character 1, ASCII character 2. Okay. ASCII character 1, ASCII character 2, ASCII character 0 आउटपुट करायचं आहे. म्हणजेच काय करायचं आपल्याला 30H, 31H, 32H आउटपुट करायचं आहे. हेक्स नंबर. What is the meaning of ASCII character 0 outputting? Outputting of the 0 ASCII character means outputting of 30H. So first we will convert ASCII character into hex character or hex number, and that hex number will output. Okay. So if we have saved the symbols 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C and D. Okay, these 10 symbols are there, na? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the 6 symbols. And A, B, C, D, these are the 4 symbols. Total 10 symbols are there, isn't it? If we store this symbol, 10 symbols, in an array of characters and input them as double quoted one, then they will be considered as data type is character, it is array, square bracket, and the symbols are double quoted, double inverted 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C, D, double quoted, double inverted. Then it will be considered as ASCII characters. So this is considered as ASCII characters. These are for ASCII characters. Double inverted ASCII characters. Okay. So in some array name is there, array is defined of character type, and in that array, in some array, we have stored these numbers in double inverted form, quoted form. Then they will be stored as ASCII characters. Okay. Then they will be stored as ASCII characters. Okay. So what is done here is unsigned char is the declaration of the variable my num, m-y-n-u-m, any name you can give. You can give p1, you can give a1, you can give array1. So my name is given m-y-n-u-m. Okay, and this is array because immediately after m-y-n-u-m there is a opening of square bracket and closing of square bracket. So square bracket is nothing indicating the array. This is the way how we declare the array. How we declare the array data variable, array type of the variable. Okay. So my name is a name of array. Any name you can give for array variable. So unsigned char my name square bracket equals to double inverted 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ABCD double inverted complete. Okay, unsigned char minum. Unsigned char z is there. Z is also variable declared as a variable. So in z some values are stored. Then for loop is there. As usual, z equal to 0. In z some values are stored. Maybe 0, maybe 1, maybe 2. And z equal to 10. Z equal to 0, z equal to 10. Increment z. This is the for loop. As we know, in the for loop, z equal to 0 is initialization, z equal to 10 is condition checking, and z plus plus is increment the variable z. Okay. There is no semicolon, means it is considering the next instruction as a part of it. And p1 equal to minum z, there must be semicolon for this, otherwise it will give error. There must be semicolon. Okay. So what is the program? Program is to send hex values for ASCII characters of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C, D to port P1. What we are sending to the port P1? We are sending the port P1 the hex values of what? The hex values of some ASCII characters. There are 256 ASCII characters, 128. So what we are sending is the hex value of the ASCII character. The value of hex 0 is 00000000, but hex value of ASCII 0 is 30H. ASCII symbol 0 is having hex value 30. ASCII symbol 1 is having hex value 31. ASCII symbol 2 is having hex value 32. ASCII symbol 3 is having hex value 33. ASCII symbol 4 will have hex value 34. ASCII symbol 5 will have hex number 35. Similarly, ASCII symbol A will have hex value 41. Okay. Okay. ASCII character B will have hex number 42. ASCII C will have hex 43H hex value. ASCII D is having hex value 44H. Isn't it? So the program is, if you consider the program, there is as usual include REG 51H. Okay, included the library REG 51 header file hash include less than greater than REG 51H. Then there is a main function. It is not returning anything, so void main, and it is not having any arguments, so in bracket void is there, void main void. This is opening bracket brace, opening curly bracket, and this is closing curly bracket for the main. So program for main program is in between these two curly brackets. Okay, opening curly bracket and closing curly bracket. In that there is unsigned char minum square bracket, opening square bracket, closing equal to double inverted 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ABCD inverted comma and semicolon. So 41 is the hex code for capital A. For small a, it will be different. So unsigned char my num is the array declaration, because it is a empty square bracket, so it is an array declaration. It is empty square bracket, so it is array declaration, and its values are also assigned here. Also values are assigned here. Then unsigned char z is there. This is one more character declaration, and there is a for loop for z equal to 0, for z equal to 10, sorry, for z equal to 0 semicolon z equal to 10 semicolon increment z. So z equal to 0 is initialization. For loop will start with z equal to 0 and it will check the condition z equal to 10. Z equal to 0, z less than or equal to 10. Z less than 10. Increment z. So this must be z less than 10. Otherwise it will not execute as z equal to 0 and it will terminate. It will not increase also. Z less than 10 must be there. Z less than 10. Okay. So z equal to 0, z less than 10, z plus plus. So it will check z less than 10 condition. Condition checking will be there. Condition is z less than 10. For z equal to 0, z is less than 10. So condition is true. It will execute next command. P1 is equal to my num into bracket z. So what is this? My num into square bracket z. Now this is the concept of array. This is the concept of array. What is that? Array concept. So my num is array, as we know, because it in front of it my num there is a square bracket. So array stores multiple values in it. A variable stores one value in it. Variable stores one value in it. Z is a variable in this program. So Z stores one value. Z will store 0 only. Z will store 1 only. Whenever Z is storing 1, it is not storing 0. It is changing its value from 0 to 1. Z can store 2, its single value. But array can store multiple values. In this case, array is storing 10 different values. So it is array dimension having 10. 10 dimension, 10 elements are elements, array elements are total array elements are 10. Okay. So 10 different array elements are there. Now how to access particular array element? How to access particular array element? Suppose you want to take into equation, calculation, array element first or array element second or array element third. If you want to take these array elements into account, then how we can take? We can take by indexing the array. Okay. In the square bracket, we can put the index of the array, array index. So my num, okay, is array my num into square bracket. If we put 0, it will give you first value. If you put 1, it will give second value. It will put 2, it will give third value. It will put 3. So whatever is substituted in square bracket, accordingly that index will be indicating that particular value. Okay. So for P1 equal to my num square bracket z, whatever the value of z is there, that is substituted in the square bracket of in front of my num, and whatever the value of z in front of my num in the square bracket, accordingly it is considered as the index of that array, and that numbered element, suppose it is first element or second element or 10th element, that element is considered into the equation. That element is considered into the equation. So this is the equation P1 equal to something. So what will be the equal to something is my num into bracket z. So the value content of the array having the index z. Index support 0 is there, though first value 0 is there, index 1 is there, second value 1 is there, index 2 is there, 2, 3, 4, isn't it? Index 9 is there, last value d is there. Okay. So P1 equal to my num z. So each time this P1 will be assigned one of the value from this 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 A, B, C, D ASCII numbers. That means 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 41, 42, 43, 44. Okay, hex numbers. So P1 will be assigned 30, then P1 will, Z will change to 1, P1 will be assigned 31, Z will change to 2, P1 will be assigned 32, H, hex value. Then 33H, then 34H, then 35H, then 41H, 42H, 43H and 44H. Okay, P1 will be assigned 44H. After that, Z will become 10, which is not less than 10. Z is not less than 10. For value, for loop will not have the true condition outcome. So condition outcome is false, condition checking outcome is false for the for loop, and for loop will not execute anymore. Okay, this is the logic execution, program execution logic for this particular program. What is this program? This program is to send the hex values for ASCII characters. And what are the ASCII characters taken considered here? A 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C, D to port P1. You understood the difference between hex number and ASCII number and binary number. ASCII symbol will have coding, and 0 ASCII is not equal to 0 hex, and 0 hex is not equal to binary 0 binary. 0 binary is different, 0 hex is different, and 0 ASCII symbol is different. 0 ASCII symbol is having the hex number value 30H, and hex 30H you can write as 0011 and 0000. So what is the program? Program is to send the hex value. We have to send the hex value to the port. We are always sending hex value to the port in the previous programs also. But what for the hex values are? Hex value for ASCII characters, and some ASCII characters are given here. You can take any ASCII characters instead of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 A, B, C, D. You can take any other special characters also. Exclamatory mark, at the rate, hash, dollar, percent sign, isn't it? Hash you can take, hat you can take, ampersand you can take, asterisk take. Okay, closing round bracket, opening round bracket, or curly bracket closing, curly bracket opening, square bracket closing, square bracket opening, semicolon, full stop, less than, greater than, question mark, colon. Okay. So these symbols you can take. Space you can take. Space is also a ASCII character. And there are different values for hex values for these ASCII characters. So we can take these ASCII character values. So what is the program here? The program is to send the hex values for ASCII characters. A particular ASCII characters are there. What is its hex value? That is to be sent to what? We have to send it to the port. Any port, certain port. Here no port is mentioned. Yes, it is mentioned port P1. It is mentioned port P1. If it would have not mentioned, we'll have taken any port P0, P1, P2, P3, any port. Okay. It is mentioned here. We have to send it to port P1. So we have to consider only port P1. So remember in examinations, if port is not given, you have to write, let us assume send the value to port P1, let us assume send the value to the port P0, let us assume send the value to the port P2, let us assume send the value to the port P3. And if in the statement port is given, then you have to write program for that particular port. Isn't it? So in this way. So program to send the hex values for ASCII characters, and ASCII characters will have, ASCII characters are nothing but symbols, isn't it? ASCII characters are nothing but symbols, and symbols are having their own hex numbers, different hex numbers for each symbol, because ASCII characters are coded and they will have different hex numbers. So this is the program. We are sending to the port 1 the values of the ASCII characters, hex values, of course, values, hex values of the ASCII character. And here it is given in the statement which ASCII character we have to send. It is given 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then in letters A, B, C and D, it is given. So we are sending those only. If any ASCII characters are not given, then you can assume also only the program to send the hex values for any ASCII character to any port. If this is the program, we are having the freedom to choose any number of ASCII character, any type of the ASCII character, and any type of any पोर्ट. पोर्ट पण आपण सिलेक्ट स्वतः करू शकतो. किती नंबर ऑफ ASCII कॅरेक्टर आहेत तेही आपण स्वतः करू शकतो सिलेक्ट, आणि कुठले कुठले आहेत ASCII कॅरेक्टर तेही आपण करू शकतो. आणि हाच प्रोग्राम लिहिला तरी बरोबर येईल. जर आपल्याला परीक्षेत कुठले ASCII कॅरेक्टर घ्यायचे ते दिलेलं नाहीये, कुठला पोर्ट घ्यायचा आहे तो दिलेला नाहीये, तर आपल्याकडे फ्रीडम आहे. P1 घ्या, P0 घ्या, P2 घ्या, P3 घ्या पोर्ट. आणि ASCII कॅरेक्टर 10 दिलेले असं दिलेलं नसेल तर तुम्ही 4च घेऊ शकता, 5च घेऊ शकता, आणि 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ABCD हे न घेता दुसरे घेऊ शकता. PQR घेऊ शकता आणि 6, 7, 8 घेऊ शकता नंबर्स, किंवा स्पेशल कॅरेक्टर्स घेऊ शकता. इजंट इट? हॅश घेऊ शकता, पर्सेंट घेऊ शकता, कॅप घेऊ शकता, ॲस्ट्रिक घेऊ शकता, स्पेस पण घेऊ शकता. ओके, आपण जे स्पेस देतो 2 वर्ड्स मध्ये, दॅट इज ऑल्सो ASCII. Okay, so in this way today we have discussed the programs which are sending the value on the port 00 to FF. These are the hex numbers. Sending the value 00 to FF. These are the hex numbers. What happens if hex numbers are set? Okay. In binary form, what is the effect on the pins? And sending the values of ASCII character, hex values of ASCII character. These two programs we have seen, which is making us clear that there are two different symbols. One is a ASCII character, that is maybe 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 ABCD, and one is hex number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 ABCD up to F. Both are different. That clarity we are having. And how to send, how to write them into double quote, ASCII character, etc. we have seen. Okay. For today we'll stop now and we'll meet tomorrow. Thank you.